Hello and welcome to the Video Connoisseur. This is the Video Connoisseur, and I would like to just thank everyone who's taking the time to view these videos. And as promised from my last video about the King Kong collection is the Wizard of Oz collection. Now the way that I do my video collections videos is I don't take a lot of time talking about each one, and that's just so that I don't have a video that lasts a million years. So any video that you see that you're curious about or would like to know more about, just put it in the comments and I will come back to it if I can. Other than that, I just show the video. I don't do a lot of opening. I just show basically the covers, backs, sides, so on. There is one at the very end that I am going to show only because of the rarity of it, and I know that there's likely no video that you're going to find about this particular edition. So without further ado, here is the Wizard of Oz collection, starting with the VHS format. This is actually beta format. So here we have the 50th anniversary edition on Betamax of the Wizard of Oz. I'm sure many of you have actually seen this version. It opens up, this is still sealed, but it opens up like I guess one of the original digibooks. There's like a little book inside, and right there is where it shows it as beta. The reason it has this sticker is that it's just a sticker is because on the VHS version right here, it's exactly the same packaging, but as you can see, the sizes are different. Like on the Betamax right here, you have this, so it fits into this case. So I guess they figured to save money, they wouldn't make separate cases. They just used the same case, put the piece in so that the Betamax would fit in it. But that's the VHS and Betamax version of the 50th anniversary Wizard of Oz. Next up, we have the Wizard of Oz and more. This is just a little cartoon edition on VHS, and it's nothing, well, I won't say it's nothing special, but it's just one that you won't see every place, but it's not like the whole video is the Wizard of Oz. It's the Wizard of Oz. It has several other cartoons on with it. Okay, next, and I don't know what year this is, but this is a THX version of the VHS Wizard of Oz. And again, if you collect Wizard of Oz at all, or VHS, you're probably familiar with this edition. Nothing really special about it. There, it's opened up. Again, I'm not going to be opening all of them. This one is unopened. This is the cartoon Lion of Oz. I have not yet watched it. It's still factory sealed. I don't know when I'm going to watch it. I may have to make some time for it after finally watching Casablanca. That's if Idealistic Crusader is watching. I just wanted to let them know that. Okay. As far as the DVDs go, this is the 2-disc special edition Wizard of Oz on DVD. I got this at a Goodwill, and it's pretty bare bones. I don't know if this ever had an insert. I don't know if it ever had an insert, but I got that edition just to have it. This one is the 3-disc collector's edition, and there have been several videos made about this. And this one's still factory sealed. And what I'll do for these videos is, if you really want to see what's in them, because usually if it's sealed like this and I have multiple copies of the same movie, then I won't open them, but I will link you to unboxing videos that will show the contents. And then if I'm not able to find one, then I may just open it. This is Cartoon Craze, The Wizard of Oz and Friends. This looks like it was done in anime style. This one's still sealed. I have not yet watched that one either. That's fine. But that's an animated, looks like anime version on DVD. Now these are not the Wizard of Oz. These are also Oz related items. So this is a 2-disc collector's edition of Tin Man. This originally aired on Sci-Fi some years ago. I watched the first part of it, and I never watched the second part, which is something I may need to do in the future. But Tin Man is like a re-imaging of the Wizard of Oz. Not one. I know this may be sound like sacrilege, but this was never one of my favorite movies. But I have it for the collection. Is The Wiz, and it's I mean the movie's serviceable, but it's not one of my favorites, if I'm to be honest. And that's the DVD. One DVD version. This is a widescreen edition, and I honestly don't know which one of these came first. These are both Universal. Well, of course, they'd both be Universal. It's the same. It's the same movie. But no, it was never one of my favorites. Though it is white. This is Legends of Oz. This one is a CGI take on the Wizard of Oz. It's also DVD. Again, if ever I'm showing something and you want to get a closer look at it, just let me know and I will do that for you. Now this one, this is a box set that is legendary for how poorly made it is, and I got it for completion's sake, and I was hoping that the stories weren't true, but I found out it is. This was just very cheaply constructed. I don't know how they did it. This Wizard of Oz Deluxe edition. Aesthetically, it's a really good looking set. It's emerald on the front. That looks, there we go. The spine is really, really nice. The lettering the back with the ruby slippers and, all the characters, or secondary characters rather. Front with the primary characters. And even along the side where it has this faux yellow brick road thing going on. If the materials used to construct it were better, this would have been an awesome set. But alas, it was not to be. There's the inside. This right here, the glue gave way. I mean, I could glue it up if I wanted to, but I don't really put that much trouble into it. This is taped together because that busted there. But this is the VHS version, and comes with the Wizard of Oz, of course. And it comes with I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I'll show a few of these. You know, comes with some stills. I mean, it's not a bad little set. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess I'll just show them. Well, this here just to show that this is a copy of the screenplay, and then you have 1, 2. These are kind of like lobby cards. And some are just publicity stills. 3. It's in black and white. 4. 5. And 6. Photos that go with it. Yeah, the contents I have no complaint with, and honestly, I don't have a lot of complaints about the design of the packaging. It's just the materials and the glue and everything that they used were obviously of a very low quality, and they just don't hold together well. So, you know, like I said, this one's notorious for how poorly it holds together. But just aesthetically, it's a beautiful set. Okay, and I got it cheap, so I'm not complaining too much. Now, on Blu-ray, this may look like it was made like this, but this is actually I got it at a Goodwill store, and Wizard of Oz puzzle came in it. But I just like the way that this looks. You know, it looks like a book. Looks like, you know, it looks like a book. But what I did, I took the puzzle pieces and put them someplace else. And when you open that, I keep 3 Blu-rays in it of the Wizard of Oz. So here we go. First up, we have like a standard Blu-ray of the Wizard of Oz. Next, we have the 3D version of the Wizard of Oz, and I have watched that, and it does have pretty good 3D, especially considering that the movie wasn't shot in 3D. I think one of the best movies I've seen that wasn't shot in 3D and changed to 3D was probably Predator. And here's Oz the Great and Powerful in 3D, which is kind of funny because I have this now. This did not come with the standard Blu-ray, so I have to at some point in time get the standard Blu-ray of this, because right now I can only watch it. I can only watch it in 3D. There it is. It's the 3D disc, and it's not one of those 3D 2D combos. Strictly 3D. All right. Now I got a couple box sets coming up here. This is the 70th anniversary Wizard of Oz box set. One of my favorite box sets. You know, it's well made. Let me get the J card off here. Now I'm not gonna pull the J card off. I thought it was just hanging on there, but it's not. But there's the side, has a little dust on it. Shows how much I moved it. Rather a little dust. And this one I like, not only because it comes with the, the hardcover book and a set of lobby cards inside this folder. I'm not going to pull all of it out. But my favorite thing about this, I will show, this is the Blu-ray right here, is this watch. Now that I really do like. Of course I wouldn't take it out and wear it or anything. But everyone knows the video connoisseur loves the goodies. And this is a nice little goodie. So these are the Blu-rays and the special features and so on. And I think there's a DVD in there too of it. Okay, so let me see. It's back in there. That thing on the top was the budget for the movie. Okay, and here's the 3D version. This is the 75th anniversary. It's put out, of course, 5 years later. And this is the 3D version. And of course, both of these were limited editions. And this comes with all these goodies inside. There's one set of this exactly the same as this, but it comes with, in addition to this stuff, it comes with a flash drive. And I think that was an Amazon exclusive. So it's this exact set. It just also has a flash drive with it. 75th Anniversary Edition 3D. And this one, it took a minute to get. This one's a little rare. And that is Return to Oz on Laserdisc. And this is one of the few Laserdiscs I've watched pretty much the day that I got it. And it was a good movie, and I'd heard a lot about it, and it's true, it is a darker version, or a darker take on The Wizard of Oz. This is kind of a sequel to the original movie. It's not a remake. And it was put out by Disney. So there it is, Return to Oz on Laserdisc. Disney Home Video. And for Laserdisc collectors and Oz collectors, most of the time you will see this volume, Ultimate Oz. There are a lot of unboxing videos on this one. I'm not going to unbox it right now. And I'm going to also give a link to an unboxing that I think will just go on and show the contents, or I can do one myself if you really want me to. But the back is just emerald. There's the spine. Other spine. This is a pretty hefty set. Ultimate Oz. And now, last but not least, is something that I actually am going to show, because again, this one is a rare item. Now, if you know anything about the video connoisseur, I like to, when I talk about something being rare, I mean that no matter how much money you have, you still may have difficulty getting it. And this is one of those items. Doesn't mean it's impossible to get. It just means that it's very hard to get. you know, the I can't remember which James Bond Laserdisc it is. That's so rare. But it is gettable. It's just, you know, costs so much. It's cost prohibitive to get it. But that doesn't mean you can't get it. This one, even if you have the money, it would be difficult to get your hands on this. And this is the Wizard of Oz collection. And this one has, first off, it's a nice box set. You know, TNT, Rhino, and MGM. Now the thing about this one is that it's a VHS set, and it has this Wizard of Oz VHS, which in itself isn't difficult to get. You know, you can get this, you know, many different places. And these are all still sealed, by the way. And then you have the Wizard of Oz in concert. This is the Dreams Come True, to benefit the Children's Defense Fund. Okay. Also still sealed. This one you can get. Okay, it's not that difficult. I mean, it's not that difficult to get this. I've seen this for like $25 on eBay. And then you have the soundtrack. This is also still sealed. You have the soundtrack to the Wizard of Oz in concert. This isn't difficult to get. I've seen this on eBay ranging anywhere from $5 up to like $30. And then finally, well, there's a couple things. You have these like production stills in color. Wizard of Oz. I don't know. Let's see if there's some way for me to stop this from bobbing. And there we go. Okay. You have these two production stills. And then finally, again, you have a screenplay. I have about 4 screenplays of this. And this is also still sealed. And this is the premiere version. And this is the 55th anniversary. Again, this one I haven't seen anyplace. What makes this set so difficult to get is that with each piece, I'll put it like this: each piece is pretty readily gettable, with the exception of the script, and that one might even be easier, easier to find. I just never really looked for it. But as a box set with everything coming in this packaging, I just haven't seen this anyplace else. I saw one other copy of it on eBay one time, and it was kind of cost prohibitive to try to get. And so I managed to get this one fairly inexpensively. And I'm very, very glad to have it as part of my collection. So that completes what I have right now of my Wizard of Oz collection. I don't know if I'll collect any more. If I come across something in the wild, then I'll probably get that if I don't have it. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with my Wizard of Oz collection as is. So if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comment section, or just any comments. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Keep on collecting.